Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my right-hand man and right leg man, because you know I'm half crippled. Headed down the road, we got some work to do. We got an apartment or a house that the carpet needs to be replaced, needs to be painted and spackled up and check everything, make sure it works. Had people move out, and I got other people ready to move in and things. So we got about 135 miles of driving to do. And of course, this weekend we are going to Puerto Rico. I just saw some pictures of one of the houses that we're working on, and man, I can't wait to get working on it. It's hard to believe that Americans are living in conditions. This house looks like third world all over it. So I'm definitely going to be putting up a lot of videos and things on my other channel. And we're only, I think, 28 people away from getting to 1,000. So maybe I'll get blessed today, and maybe today will be the day we hit 1,000. If we do, we'll do our first live stream on it. But I'm gonna ask you if you saw this one coming. And DeMarcus Lawrence, 13 tackles, 3.5 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles, playing in 7 games. How's that sound like?
That's terrible.
Taco Charlton,
Compared to what he got paid.
a guy who couldn't get on the field for our Cowboys, in 20-some games had 4 sacks.
And he was looking good last night, too, getting pressure on the quarterback.
Do you know what his numbers are right now?
What's that?
In 4 games with Miami, 17 tackles, 4 sacks, and a forced fumble.
So that's a sack a game.
Just about.
I mean, if you're saying he played 4 games, that's a sack a game.
Well, you're looking at D-Law is a half a sack a game right now, and you're looking at him at almost a sack a game. That's one of those ones that you actually got to look back and say, well, maybe the Cowboys weren't wrong to draft him if he continues to play like he's playing right now. He seems to be on a mission, and sometimes, I guess, a change of scenery is good.
But the other thing, too, they said it was an attitude.
I'm trying to understand.
I think more of that to do with the attitude.
But why? The question you have to ask is, why the attitude?
I have no idea.
You know, what is it that made him all of a sudden get motivated with Miami?
Because it's his last chance.
I don't know.
No, it's his last chance because there might not be another opportunity.
But clearly last night he was like a one-man gang wrecking crew. Now, was it because he was so far on the depth chart and didn't get his opportunity that he felt slighted and just kind of pouted? And now that he went to Miami, that there's very few good players, and he got an opportunity. I don't know what it is, but that's one of those ones you have to kind of scratch your head and say, what happened? I mean, if he's got that kind of ability, why couldn't we figure that out?
Because of his attitude. They said there was something wrong. There was something with the locker room and his attitude.
Literally, what he has done in 4 games would be second on the Cowboys in production on the defense, and somehow we missed that. We could definitely use that. I mean, that's right now, that's like Randy Gregory when Randy Gregory was playing really good. I know I didn't see that one coming, but you know, when the Cowboys drafted him, I remember we were at the draft in Philadelphia. I remember how the pass. But
you got that one right.
Yeah, I did, because I thought they were. Yeah. But as you were watching the draft, the cornerbacks and things like that were staying on the board. It was all of the edge rushers that were going off the board. And at that time, look at you, wake up. At that time, the Cowboys, what was being said was, who's going to rush the passer? That was when DeMarcus Lawrence was coming off of having back surgery and 1 sack the year before. You know, you had Tyrone Crawford. You know, you had really nobody on the defensive line. So it was like the Cowboys got desperate and reached, I think, for Taco. Because Taco had 1 year starting in college. He was very, very raw. Had a lot of physical gifts, but needed to really get into the system. And I bet you what happened is this. Rod Marnelli's defense is not just a man up, I got to beat the guy in front of me type of a defensive line. The majority of their sacks and things come from stunts, twist, where it's not, I'm going to go ahead, as the defensive end, I'm going to beat the tackle. It's going to be, I'm going from the outside and I'm coming in where the guard should be, where we're trying to confuse the offense. And maybe it was that Taco couldn't get those assignments down well enough and ended up getting Taco, what's wrong with you? On that play, you've got to go on the inside shoulder of the guard.
No, the other thing too is that he was in the wrong position.
True.
Because he got that.
He should have been actually on D-Law's side.
That's the other problem too. Because all they said that I watched yesterday, they was on the wrong side.
Well, whatever it is, they could have used Taco. I mean, without a doubt, we could use Taco right now on that pass rush, because that's where you look at our team, the defense. We're just not getting enough production sack-wise. You saw what happened the last time we played against the Eagles. We got a better push from D-Law. D-Law finally had a really good game. Forced fumble, sack, and everything else. But we need that kind of production on a weekly basis from here on out. If we don't get that, you're giving too much time to the quarterbacks to be able to make plays. And any NFL quarterback, if you give them enough time, they will eat you up. I'm sorry about yawning, guys. Man, I am just exhausted. Well, I can sleep on the plane to Puerto Rico, right? And the clocks change this weekend too, don't they? So we'll be working. It'll be getting dark when we're working on the houses then.
That's fine.
Because it'll be, they're closer to the equator, so the days should be longer, or will be shorter.
I don't know if they changed their clocks or not in Puerto Rico.
It's part of the United States.
Yeah, but not every state changes their clocks. I don't know if they changed theirs or not.
Because we were usually working until about 4:30, wasn't it? Yeah.
But I don't know if they changed their clocks.
So I need to let Brian know that we might need to have some lighting on some of these projects. You don't know how much lighting we have on some of these houses and things. We also need to check on the weather and see what the weather's like, so we'll see what we're wearing. I guess long pants.
I'm always wearing pants and I'm not.
Well, we'll get it figured out. But I think we're only 28 away. So please subscribe to Joe Boo's Day Job, so that way we can start live streaming on there. I'm Mark Holmes with my right-hand man, Michael Anthony Fitness, and we'll see you guys